Double dose.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Double Dose.
Hello.
Hello, how
I'm
are
excited for this one.
I'm excited too.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You had a story you wanted to tell me and I'm dying to hear it.
I did. I haven't told anyone yet. I just didn't acknowledge when it happened. So I'm getting a tattoo removed.
Yes.
This tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
It is for my ex-boyfriend. So it's meant to be an M, the first letter of his name, and then a crown.
Yes.
And he has a T and a crown. His T is freaking huge. And that
Does he still have it?
white, it's fully blacked out like a caps lock T.
Wait, can I ask-
letter coloured in.
How old were you both when you got the tattoos?
What am I, 26 now? I feel like I might have been like 21.
Okay, yeah.
And he is 6 years older than me, so he would have been 27.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I made a TikTok about it, and I was basically like, if you don't get tattoos, because I'm probably never going to get another one now, because this pain was off the charts. I've never experienced anything like that, and it's so small, and the tattoo there didn't hurt.
Yeah.
But getting it removed, I was like gritting my teeth, sweating, like
what the fuck?
full sent like this adrenaline through my body. It was so bad. I made a TikTok about it, and my ex liked the video.
Stop it. No way.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know how he's seen it, because I didn't even know he had TikTok to start with. I don't look him up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, maybe because we had like a big group of friends, maybe one of them still follows me, but it's like a new TikTok account that I have. So I'm like, how would they follow that?
Well, maybe like, you know how it sometimes works like that, like TikTok will recommend videos that they know people know each other, have contacts of or something.
So he went and liked it.
That is so funny.
Yeah. And like, I didn't say anything about him in the TikTok, but someone commented saying, this is why you don't get tattoos for partners. I'm like, don't worry, he's got it way worse than me. So I'm like, I hope he's read that comment, because like, I'm not sitting here going, oh my God, I hate him so much, get it off me. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like, it's $70 a session to get it off. I'll just get it removed.
Oh, that's not bad.
But yeah, it freaking hurts.
Shit. And then so I remember asking you about why you're getting it removed as well. Like, obviously it was for your ex, but also you wanted to have that arm bare and this be like the centerpiece. Yeah. Is that right?
Well, but now I look at them and I don't really love them anymore. And I was like, oh, if I can handle this pain, I'll just get them all removed. And after this, I'm like, there's no way. Yeah. But if I could snap my fingers and get them all removed, I probably would.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like last year you were like, I love my tattoos.
Love them and kept getting them. Yeah. And now I'm just off it.
You're just done.
Yeah.
You could come back to loving them though.
I know.
Could just be a phase.
So I'm just going to live. And all of them, it's like most of them I got in Bali, and each of them sort of has a little story, or like I remember where I was when I got it or why I chose it or whatever. Yeah. But this one I'm like, that can go.
Yeah, that needs to go.
But yeah, that's my story.
That's so funny. What the hell?
I wonder if he listens to the podcast too.
My God.
He's such a fan.
Yeah, true. Okay, guys, so Taylor and I have some things we need to get off our chest. We obviously cop a lot of hate on social media. And so I thought it would be interesting if we read out some of our most hurtful, hateful comments. Yeah. Not trying to give them airtime, but just trying to laugh it off a little bit.
Yeah, let's make some light of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to start?
I can start. I don't have as many as I anticipated, because I've been slowly deleting them, but I found some good ones.
Nice.
So this guy is actually replying to somebody else who complimented me.
Right.
And he's come back and said, lol, she is no goddess. She's average even with all the filters and makeup. She's a one-night stand material at best, with protection too. You can still catch STDs.
Oh my God.
First of all, I had no filter and no makeup on. I was just out of the sauna when I filmed this video.
That's
for
good.
one.
What an asshole.
One night stand material with protection at best.
With protection at best. What the fuck?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next. Okay, this is one of mine. I've barely read them, to be honest, but they're all brutal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Read the comments on your post, you shit talking extended 8th head alien looking South Park character. It's over. You've been found out now. Piss off and get yourself the 88th booster jab.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
I love that she thinks I look like a South Park character. I love South Park.
Wait, is it a girl?
It's a girl. Oh, is it oh boy.
I don't know.
It's a child.
It looks like
It looks like a child. Is that, do you reckon that's him?
Surely not.
No.
Oh, you're thinking it's like a mum.
I thought it was a mum and that was her kid.
Well,
That's
that
how.
actually
Oh,
makes
you
sense,
wouldn't
yeah.
post that with your kid in the profile picture,
I
surely.
don't know. I've seen some pretty fucked things in my time. Do you have another one?
Let's have a look. This is a thread of DMs because I actually replied to this person.
Yeah. Okay.
I stirred them up a little bit. Hello, whore. I'm sure you have herpes by now.
What an opener.
Was the opening message. I was like, oh, I've actually only slept with 2 people, but thank you so much for the assumption. And then he goes, I'm sure your parents are so proud of you. I was like, they are. Good luck to you. Flowers wither and so will your beauty. I was like, okay, I'm not scared of aging. I'm just a normal human being. He's like, normal human beings don't brag about leaving her boyfriend and sleeping with 22 guys in 10 days. I have a horse in my farm that can quench your cauliflower pussy.
What? I love how you're like, mine aren't that brutal. This is so brutal.
And I was like, not every story you hear is real. Fucking clout chaser.
Oh my God, stop.
I was like, this is literally my job. Maybe you should get one since you've got so much time on your hands. And then he's gone, geez, I have a white collar job. Trying to belittle me with little knowledge that you have wouldn't work on me. Before you turn 30, you will have another vaginal rejuvenation. So I suggest before you say anything that you will make a fool of yourself and say, this doesn't
can't
even
even
make
speak
sense.
English.
You're a victim again and turn to another source of liberal bias left-wing media that people are bullying you for. What? The rest doesn't even make sense. And I just replied saying, there's no way you have a white-collar job with your lack of grammar and punctuation.
True, good one.
Seen 23 hours ago.
Yep, drop the mic.
Okay, that actually was
That
kind
was
of bad.
fucked. Also, what's a cauliflower pussy?
I don't know.
Does that just mean, what does that mean? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Okay. This one's pretty brutal. What's her nickname? The Gutted Rabbit or Mrs. Muckhole? Don't know what it means, but it sounds rude.
Oh my God.
I've got another one. Oh, I get a lot about like STDs, STIs. I'm
Yeah,
like, you
me
don't know
too.
fucking shit about me. I wonder if the STDs and STIs will take your vagina before you reach your goal. Bro, shut up. Sit down. You don't know anything.
These people,
Also,
I hate that I can see their profile pictures because it's
Yeah.
making me feel some kind of way.
that's the funniest thing. Like, look at that man that commented. Like, are you for real?
Does he have one eye closed?
I don't know. I don't know.
This one's just nice and short and sharp. This is a TikTok DM. You're a fucking cum dump.
Nice.
Whoa.
Nice. Thank you, sir. What the fuck? The audacity of these mostly men, but also
Yeah.
sometimes women, which always shocks me.
So bad.
I hope your parents are proud of you. That's a very common one.
Yeah, I get that a lot too.
I get a lot about my 4-head or my 5-head. Come on, man. It's at least a 5-head. Prove it. She got that fringe to cover up that massive fucking forehead. I actually got it because it looks cute.
They're really just scraping the bottom of the barrel for something.
They
aren't
are. They really are.
Okay, what else have I got? Someone was like, how much do I have to pay to sleep with you? This one's it's not really mean to me. It was just kind of funny. And I was like, oh, I'm not an escort. And he's like, I know, but I can't get anyone else.
Oh,
What am I even meant to say to that?
Shame.
Oh. What else have we got? I don't know anything about you except that you are fucking ugly and a whore.
Whoa, that is fucked. They're always so like, just like a jab, you know?
This one, all the peoples think you are a bitch. Bitch is spelt wrong. I'm not the only one. That was funny. It's good to just laugh at them instead of
Taking it
let hurt us.
personally. Yeah.
Every time I get one now, I'm just going to screenshot it and just keep it.
Keep it.
Make a little album.
Yes, I'll do it too
Don't.
because, I mean, I try and avoid them, but I'll try and just do it anyway.
Yeah, just screenshot and just then delete the comment so that we've
Yes.
got the content.
That's true. I like it.
Okay, let's get into the sealed section. Today, we're going to be talking about how to manifest your dream life.
I love this topic.
Me too.
Yeah, I
Me
feel like
too.
we've both kind of done it. So
Yeah. And we've talked about it a little bit before, but it will be nice to dive deep.
Yeah, expand on it.
I'm trying to think about the first time. Actually, I do remember the first time I heard about and started manifesting. And I think it was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And I used to just put things in my notes app.
Yeah.
That I was like manifesting.
Oh.
And just like list all the things that I wanted. It was like, by the end of this year, I'm going to have this, and sort of just act as if I already had it.
Gotcha.
And I'm pretty sure most of them came true. It was just like some fitness things. It was back when I was talking to my partner. That's now my partner. So I guess that was a manifestation.
Yeah, true.
But what do you do?
So I don't know. I think like I've low-key like subconsciously manifested my whole life, I think, because I remember when I was like 10 years old and I always said to myself, like, and I said to my mum, I was like, I'm going to be rich one day. Like, I'm going to have lots of money. I'm going to make lots of money. Mum would always be like, how? Like, how are you going to do that? And I was like, I don't know, but fucking watch me. And like, I feel like I always had that mindset of like, you're going to challenge me or set me a goal. Like, I'm going to achieve it. Like, and that was my sort of way of manifesting without thinking about it. But then it was probably like 5 years ago that my best friend, she's like very spiritual, and she got me into like actually manifesting. And so I would like on like a full moon or whatever, I used to do the whole thing. Like I would get out my journal and I would write as if like I had everything that I wanted, you know, to be earning lots of money, to be like, to own my own house, like have a dog. I did have in there like have a boyfriend. That hasn't happened yet. It's
happening.
But also I kind of flip-flop on that one. Like lately I've been like not sure that I even want one right now. Which is probably busy. I feel like that's why it hasn't happened, because I don't really want it. It's like society wants me to have it.
Yeah.
But when I actually think about it, I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm traveling, I'm having fun.
Fair.
But anyway, so yeah, I feel like that's when I really started actually manifesting. And then also like kind of similar to you, especially at the start of the year, like I'll set myself goals for the year. And it's like
the dream board.
I
love mine.
Me too. It looks so cute.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you write down those goals and you just say, I'm going to achieve this, then like you'll work towards that and it's going to happen, you know?
You know what I found in my kitchen drawer the other day?
What?
When I first started OnlyFans, I wrote down like a subscriber goal. I think it might have been like 200 subscribers. Followers on Instagram was 10,000. And to have $10,000 in my bank account.
Stop.
And I saw it and I was like, oh my God.
Doesn't it like make you so
like,
proud of yourself?
Every single one ticked off and above and beyond. I was like, I can't believe it.
Right.
And I kept it in my drawer. I'm like, I need to keep this because that was such a big deal for me. Because 100%. In my like teens and early 20s, 10 grand was like.
Same. I
could never.
I agree.
Never ever had that.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, that's just my nose surgery.
Yeah, exactly right. That reminds me, like on my vision board for this year, which I made in January, I was like, oh, going on like being in Maxim magazine would be really cool. Yeah. So I like printed out a Maxim magazine cover of this like girl in a bikini and put it on my vision board.
Yeah.
And I just shot for Maxim in Thailand. Insane. So I'm like, I feel like I manifested that, but I had no idea that was going to happen, and just so happened to happen this year. And I feel like it's because I willed it into existence.
It's so crazy. It's like, I've said this before on the podcast, but it's like having these things in the forefront of your mind, you're going to slowly every day make small decisions in that direction.
Yeah.
It might not be like, okay, I've put this, like the Maxim shoot on my vision board. The next day they're going to DM me. It doesn't work like that. No. But like, maybe it was you going with your like PR management, like all those decisions you've made this year have got you to that.
Exactly right. And I think even like with some things, you know, it's not going to happen in a year. It could take multiple years. And with me, that was the case. Like originally when I first started manifesting, you know, it's taken 5 years to actually get to this point.
Yeah.
So I think if you have that mindset of like, oh, it hasn't happened yet, it's not going to happen, and forget about it, then it definitely won't happen. You just have to keep having that goal of, no, it's going to happen. I'm going to do it. I'm going to achieve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're opening the kitchen drawer and you're like, oh my God, that was my goals and it's done.
Exactly. I love that.
So cute. Made me so happy.
Oh. Okay, guys, we are welcoming a special guest. We have Dasha Daley with us. She is an OnlyFans creator from Perth who has become somewhat infamous for her balloon content. Welcome, Dasha.
Thanks for having me, guys.
We're so excited.
So happy to be here on the Gold Coast.
I know, you're here doing some collabs and stuff as well.
I flew all the way from Perth to do collabs for a whole
and
week.
For our podcast.
Yes, and the podcast, of course, yes.
How long is the flight? From here to
Yeah.
Perth.
4.5 hours to the Gold Coast, and back it's 5.5 hours. So it's
And
1
it's-
hour longer going
It's a
back.
red eye usually, isn't it?
Yep, on
Oh.
Jetstar. That's the only direct flight that they have.
Oh my god.
Yeah, same
horrible.
as me.
That's
Mine's
awful.
Jetstar only. In and out. But
Oh,
it's
from
only
Newcastle.
last night it was 48 minutes to get here.
Oh, that's fine.
That's nothing. I'm on the other side of the country, in the
Yeah.
west, so it takes
Aw.
ages, but
It's
it's,
like
worth it. I
Yeah.
love coming here.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
like an
nice.
overseas flight.
It is.
Pretty much.
It's
yeah,
like going to Bali.
Bali's closer to from Perth, and
That's
so is
true.
Singapore, so in KL.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's crazy.
Far
Yeah.
out. So let's go back to the beginning. What made you start OnlyFans?
I started OnlyFans 3 years ago. It was during COVID. That's when I discovered it. I just read about it in the media and I saw that girls were making lots of money. So I wanted to give it a go. And I was working full time as a legal assistant. I hated my job. I never liked working 9 to 5, and I wanted the freedom and flexibility that comes with working for OnlyFans. So yeah, that's why I started, and it took off within like 6 months already.
Wow.
So yeah, I was
Wow.
doing it alongside my full-time job,
Yeah.
and that was really hard to manage.
Was it hard? Yeah, because you would have been scared that they would find out.
Exactly.
About
No
it.
one ever did, even
That's
though I was doing
crazy.
TikToks.
Yeah.
But yeah, friends found out, and then my content was shared everywhere, and then I was like, okay, I need to quit this job because, everyone else is going to see the content probably. And
Yeah. That's lucky you quit first. I got fired. and
Oh, you
I feel
got
like
fired?
That was a bad way to do it.
Yeah.
I probably should have just quit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just dedicated all my time to OnlyFans and
Yeah.
never looked back. So it's been 3 years now.
Wow, I love that. I feel like
So-
our stories are quite similar. I started at like a similar time.
Yeah.
We actually
It was actually a good time to start. Now it's so saturated. Everyone's doing it.
I know.
It's
yeah.
harder now.
It is so
Sure.
much harder
Yeah.
to be like different and special. But I was just gonna say, Dasha and I were each other's first girl on girl collab.
That's
really?
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago.
You're my first girl on girl experience.
Yeah.
Like, all together.
Yeah,
And then my first time was on camera with you.
Mhm. we
That's
got
so intense.
we had to like get so drunk and like we drank so much tequila.
Yeah, I
I think
remember
you
now.
told me this like a year ago. I think you told me this story.
Yeah, it was like we filmed like 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. We had
Yeah.
our reunion yesterday.
We did. We did a collab together again.
But
Watch
yeah,
this space.
we had no idea what to do. Like we just jumped into it.
yeah,
So yesterday
turned out
was
well.
better, wasn't it?
yesterday was way better. Yeah,
We're more experienced now.
way more experienced. Back to the question. So, have you had anything negative come from OnlyFans?
Just like I mentioned earlier, my content being shared, friends
Yeah.
have seen it, and I've lost friendships over it. I used to go to a particular gym and I had to quit because everyone saw the content.
kidding.
I just gotta
Mm.
chill.
Yeah,
I know it's,
that happens a lot.
that's the negative about the job. Your
Mm.
content will be shared and possibly leaked and all that stuff. So yeah, and when I was single, guys were taking advantage of me, took photos of me when I was like drunk and naked and shared that as
No,
well and
that's
bragging to their
awful.
mates and yeah, stuff like that.
Oh my god! So wait, what happened at the gym? How did you know that they'd seen it?
Because the manager from the gym subscribed to me and told me who he was.
Stop it!
Yeah, and he told everyone about me at the gym, and again, my content was shared, so everyone knew.
He
I
should
just
have
switched
lost
gyms.
his job.
Yeah,
that's so
that's
unprofessional.
so
I made a TikTok
unprofessional.
about it, and everyone's blaming me, saying it's my own fault. So
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
that's so fucked.
The internet is crazy.
I know.
What about your friends that you lost? What happened there?
So when I told people that I do OnlyFans, like some people just ghosted me and just didn't want anything to do with me anymore.
Wow,
It's like you find out who your true friends are when you do
Yeah.
when you have
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
100%.
You know, you see who sticks around and supports you, and those people who just don't, they're just not real friends. You know?
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it, because this similar thing happened to me as well. I think a lot of it is just like jealousy, and they're so trapped in their own minds that they couldn't
exactly.
do what we do. So like, I'm just going to push this person away because she's basically going to have a better life than me, and I don't want to support.
Yeah, why
her.
does it
Yeah.
bother people so
Yeah.
much what you do?
I know, it's so
I don't
crazy.
understand.
I don't care about what anyone else does. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
it's crazy that people care that much.
Mm.
Yeah. Speaking of caring, how do you handle the hate that you receive, especially on social
It
media?
depends what it is. If people just make fun of me and say, "Oh, you're fatherless," and you know your parents will be proud, I don't care about that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's when people have a dig at me about my looks.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I saw a comment on TikTok that I
Yeah.
posted of us at the Airbnb,
Yeah.
and they called me a snaggletooth, and they
I
called
don't
you a, like a,
What?
and they insulted you as
An
well.
alien or something. They always say a
It's like
big,
a-
big forehead.
melon dome or something like that. They said snaggletooth versus melon dome or something. I was
Lol.
like, wow.
Your
Also,
teeth are perfect.
I don't understand I cannot understand that. You genuinely have perfect teeth. Like that makes
I
no
never
sense.
thought there was anything wrong with them.
There's nothing wrong
and
with
I've been
them.
bullied into getting veneers, so I'm actually getting them in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because now I'm self-conscious about my teeth.
But your
Look,
teeth are so
They're
straight.
so straight. Like
Apparently not. Apparently I've got dog teeth.
that's so wild.
I know.
But that's like I relate to that because I have recently been getting comments about my teeth being crooked, and now I want to get Invisalign, I want to get veneers, like I want to get them all done because I can't handle it.
Yeah, that's something
anymore.
that gets to me when it's about my looks because it's a looks-based job.
It is, yeah.
So you feel that pressure to look a certain way. So yeah, that's really hard. That's not something I can deal with. But anything else, I just delete, block. So yeah.
Yeah, scroll past. So if you weren't doing OnlyFans, what do you think you would be doing?
I definitely wouldn't be working 9 to 5. I can never work for anyone again. I love the freedom and flexibility that comes with this job and being able to work from anywhere. So I would probably have my own business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I would do.
Yeah.
And that's probably something I want to do after OnlyFans. So
yeah.
still thinking about what I'm going to do after. So yeah,
It just sets you up in like this business mindset.
Yeah,
does,
Like
for
what's
sure.
next?
It's a
What's next?
business.
What else can I do?
Yeah.
I don't have an exit plan just yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't either. I'm just like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, I think just roll with the punches and like something will come to you, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a cute little like cafe.
That's a good
That'd
idea.
be so nice.
A little health cafe, vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
that's
no
nice.
good vegan food in Newcastle.
Oh, you could be the first.
Things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So last year you went viral for doing balloon content. Tell us all about it and what the heck is it?
Okay, so how did I get started? So one of my subscribers asked whether he could send me a balloon and make content with it. And the balloon that he sent me was a giant airship balloon, they call it, or mother of all balloons. And it's over 6 feet tall and
Whoa.
like 25 inches wide. It's huge.
Oh my God.
So I had to inflate it and ride on the balloon naked until it pops. And also, can I say the word squirt?
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's what I had to do for this custom video. And I made a lot of money from it, charged like $300 US.
Nice.
And then I was like, what is this fetish? It's a balloon fetish. It's called the lunar fetish. And I didn't know that that was a thing.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it.
And then
either.
I posted on TikTok about it, and suddenly there were all these lunars in my TikTok comments like, oh, you should do more. And they started subscribing to me. And yeah, I just saw a gap in the market.
Wow.
And yeah, and then I made so much money from it doing other content with balloons. So in the lunar community, you've got your poppers, your non-poppers, and the in
So
between.
wild.
So some people want to see me pop balloons.
Okay.
So blow to pop, seed popping, riding them, popping them with a needle, with fingernails, so all these different ways. So
Wow.
they get aroused by that. Or just the non-poppers just want to see me inflate the balloons and play with them. So
Okay.
it just
Yeah.
depends what they're into. And it's just so easy. It's
Yeah.
easy money and it's so much fun. It's very creative.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
different.
yeah, I had a dedicated Instagram page for that as well.
Mhm.
Got taken down, unfortunately. But
Aw.
yeah, I'm working to get
Why?
it back. I
What
don't
was
know.
the
I just
reason?
keep losing Instagram accounts. I think
Yeah.
it's very
I have a question.
yeah.
When you ride the balloon naked and
Yeah.
it pops, does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt. It's just
Okay.
really loud. It hurts my hearing. So I
Yeah.
do wear like earplugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think blow to pop is really scary. It's literally you just
Oh.
blowing up a balloon like with your mouth
Yeah.
until it pops.
That would be
so
scary.
in your face. So I got injured there one time.
Oh, what happened?
I just hurt my face. Like yeah.
It like rebounded into your face or
Yeah.
something. Fuck.
Could
that
probably
would
hurt your eye.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a bit scary.
Shit. Yeah.
So yeah. But now I've got a dog.
Oh,
And I had
yeah.
a complaint from one of my neighbors about the popping as well. So now I have to be careful with
Ah.
that. So that makes it hard having a dog. And
So the
complaining
popping
neighbours.
must be so loud.
It's so loud. It's like a gunshot, you know?
Oh my god.
And sometimes even when I do it on the balcony, people will be walking past and they can hear it and they get scared.
Oh my god.
So I have to be so careful doing that
Yeah.
content.
Did
True.
the neighbor know that it was balloons?
I did tell him,
Oh,
but he said
okay.
it was unacceptable. And
Oh.
this was in the middle of the day as well. when
Oh.
he was home. So
Yeah.
Was
What
he-
is he doing home?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think OnlyFans has like affected your body image at all, either negatively or positively?
100%. I would say more negatively.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more self-critical about myself. You know, I've had a lot of stuff done. Like I've got a boob job because of OnlyFans. I'm getting veneers because of the comments that I get. I've had my second nose job recently as well. So I'm very looks focused now. Like it's all I think about because this is what the job is. And I never used to be like that. I never used to care that much about my looks. So that's something that I struggle with, and that's affected me negatively. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, my age is also sometimes an insecurity. I'm already in my 30s. I get comments like, oh, you're a grandma, you're too old for this job.
I don't understand that.
I know. And then I collaborate with girls who are like 10, 15 years younger. And then I'm just like, no, you can't help but compare yourself. You're just like, they've got this youthful skin glowing. And I'm just, have to get Botox and filler all the time to maintain my looks. So, yeah. Age is definitely something that I struggle with at times. So.
Which is crazy to me because I feel like you look younger than me.
Yeah. I always get the that's one of my biggest hate comments is about my skin.
What's wrong with
your
your skin?
skin?
They're like, oh, you look like you're in your 40s. And I'm like,
Oh,
sorry, I
wow.
just like to lay in the sun all day. Leave me alone.
You don't even have a single wrinkle on your face.
Yeah, you don't.
That's the one that gets me. And I'll look in the mirror. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I have Botox. I have filler.
No.
I use sunscreen on my face. Like, what?
There's nothing going on.
There's nothing wrong.
They're like crazy.
So there you go. I just turned 26 and they're still telling me that I'm too old. So I think it's a them problem.
So
not
26
us
is too
problem.
old? No way. You're so young.
The next question was, is body image something that you struggled with previously, but you said you didn't?
No, not really.
Yeah,
I didn't care about it. I always thought about getting a boob job back in the day. I was a B cup and I'm almost an E cup now. And yeah, back in the day, it wasn't like I've thought about it, but it wasn't that important to me. Now it's more important to me. So I wasn't too worried about my looks back then. I miss that. I feel like I was happier then, not worrying.
Yeah.
So
same.
much freedom.
Now it's
not
more
caring.
pressure. And now we're also competing against AI. Like,
True.
if you go on your explore page on Instagram, half of the girls are not even real.
I
And guys
know.
think that they are.
Yeah.
My boyfriend showed me this girl the other day. He's like, oh, look at this girl's body. I'm like, that's
No.
AI.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a real
Exactly.
person. He's
It's
like, yeah, it is.
crazy.
I'm like, no.
That they can't tell. I can't believe that they can't tell.
I'm like, her skin is perfect and her eyes look slightly misshaped. Like, that's not real.
They also have like the half AI girls where like their body's real and then their face isn't. Have you seen them? And I'm like, I can kind of
No.
understand why guys would believe that that's real, but like we obviously know that it's not because no one looks like that.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like we are competing against them, and then we compare ourselves to them, and it's like you can't compare yourself to a
No.
fake person.
Fake.
Yeah,
No one's perfect. So.
no.
This is a bit off topic, but I've actually had a subscriber help me with content by sending me AI generated pictures that he wanted me to replicate. And it was so cool.
Really?
Because he I made a video about it a while ago, but his fetish is like gianting, like he wants me to be a giant and he's
Gotcha.
this little person.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is really hard for me to imagine. He's like, I'll just make some AI photos for you, and sent me the photos for me to copy.
No way.
was great.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was so cool.
I like that. What advice would you give to any women out there that are struggling with their body image?
I would say try to stay off social media.
Yeah.
Instagram especially, you compare yourself against all these girls who half them are not even real, and that's just so toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can't compare yourself against girls on Instagram. And yeah, just practice positive self-talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all about looks. I know it's so hypocritical for me to say, but yeah, it's not easy for anyone. And yeah, just learn to love yourself the way you are, because all these surgeries and procedures are not going to make you happier in the end.
Mm-mm.
So, and for me, it's just become like almost an addiction. You always just want to, find ways to improve and look better.
The crazy
strive for
thing
perfection.
The crazy thing is that like we could fix every single thing that like our haters are saying is wrong with us, and even then they would still find something else that's wrong with us.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like there's nothing we can do that's going to make them happy.
Yep.
So I feel like we just need to be like, okay, it's a them problem. Like we're beautiful, but it is hard to do.
That's something I have to learn. Yeah.
Same.
So you said you've had 2 nose jobs.
Yes.
We are both getting our noses done.
No
this
way.
year.
Yeah.
So what was the process like for you, and do you have any tips for us?
So the first one, I was 19 years old. So that was quite some time.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. I just remember, like, I did it in Thailand at the time. I remember it was like a 6-week recovery, and I was bruised everywhere. I couldn't breathe for 2 days. I don't know if that's normal, but
Yeah.
I remember that was a struggle, not being able to breathe through your nose for 2 days. Yeah, that's all I remember from back then. And yeah, the most recent nose job I had was actually a revision from the first one. So I had this thing called a hanging columella right here from my first nose job. So it was a little bit botched. So they just made it smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a small procedure, but even that was so expensive, like $12K.
Was
Really?
that in Australia?
Yeah, I get everything done here. I had my boob job here,
Yeah.
my second nose job. So I'm just too scared to go overseas to do it. If something happens, I just want to be local.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second one was pretty straightforward. There wasn't much downtime. It was like a week. So,
Yeah. They didn't do anything to your bone though then.
No. So
it
the
would have
first
been-
one, I had a big bump.
Yeah.
That was like shaved, or how you called.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, the second time was just fixing the tip. 'Cause it
Yeah.
was a bit botched. And it's still not symmetrical. I'm still not happy with my nose, by the way. It's still healing after 3 months. But I went back there. I'm like, I'm still not happy. And he's like, you got to wait 18 months for it to heal.
Wow.
So, but
I've
he
heard
said
that
if I'm not happy with it, I can get a revision again. But we'll see. I don't know if I want to do it the third time.
Is it, do you have to pay for if you're getting the revision?
No, this one will be free.
Oh,
He said.
oh,
Thank God.
okay. Yeah, that would be
yeah,
nice.
that's so good.
Yeah.
But nothing's wrong with your nose and your nose.
I mean, like, I look
Super
at your
nice.
nose, I'm like, it's perfect to me.
Yeah.
I like the side profile. I just don't like the front still. So I hope it will still change. It's
Yeah.
still swollen. Yeah.
I just can't breathe. In my sleep, I can't breathe.
Oh, is that where you're getting? your
Yeah,
nose
so
job?
I
Okay.
sent them I thought that my nose was straight, and then I sent them the photos. I'm going to Turkey for
Oh.
my nose and my boobs,
Yeah.
and straight away they were like, "Yeah, you have a deviated septum."
Oh, okay.
So I was like, "Okay, cool, let's do it."
okay, that's the reason. Do
But
you
yeah, I'm a
want your
bit
nose to
nervous.
look different though?
Just
or-
just a little bit.
okay.
Like, I'm not too fast.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in and be like, "Give me this Barbie nose," but I'm like,
yeah.
just make it a little bit better and make me be able to breathe.
Yeah.
You're not scared to go to Turkey?
Not really, no. So I found the place that I'm going to from a friend who came. She went in January, got her
Mhm.
boobs and her nose done, and then came back and she loved it. Said it was the best experience,
Oh,
and she
that's
has had surgeries in Australia before
Okay.
and liked it over there. So I was like,
yeah.
I guess if she can do it, I can do it. And my boyfriend's coming with me, so
And you're getting your boobs done.
Yeah.
How big are you getting?
I don't know. I haven't
Really?
decided because
Yeah.
I'm not like, I don't hate my boobs. One's bigger than the other, so it's like more for symmetry as well as just make
Mhm.
them,
I remember when I had my boob job, a lot of subscribers were so disappointed in me.
Same.
I
Just
have a
like,
few
no,
that
we
don't
like
want me to do it.
natural.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I guess like that because like before our boob job, that was sort of our niche. It was like we were like small boobed girls.
Mm.
So like most of my subscribers were like, no, I can't believe you're getting boobs. Like they were so angry.
I almost feel like if I had smaller boobs, maybe I wouldn't. But because I already have like a C, I'm like, well, they're already there. I may as well just make them
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah, that's true. Whereas I had like nothing.
I had a B. And yeah, but that was the worst pain I've ever gone through.
the boob job.
Yeah. For me, it was terrible. I was
Yeah.
just, I couldn't move for 2 weeks. Couldn't flush the toilet. Couldn't open the fridge. I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
For me, maybe because I went from B to E, so it was
Yes,
a massive
big
jump,
jump.
big stretch.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was the most painful experience I've ever had.
Wow.
I think worse than a nose job. Yeah.
Really? Okay, that makes me
Mm.
feel better.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It makes me not feel good.
oh, sorry.
I'm gonna have
No.
both in one
Oh, yeah.
go.
It depends
in
how-
one go.
I think if you're not going that big like me, then it won't hurt as much because like as Dasha said, it stretches the skin and that's what hurts the most.
Yeah.
So mine hurt, but it wasn't like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, for me it was.
Yeah.
I never want to go through it again.
Oh my god, yeah.
So you haven't had to have like a revision of them or anything go wrong?
No,
Yeah.
no, everything
cool.
went really well there.
Yeah.
I'm happy with them. So
That's so good.
nose not, boobs yes. Yeah, it's just made me more confident in myself. I like how my clothes fit, not having to wear bra. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice to have perky boobs.
I love that. I'm excited.
Yeah, you'll love it.
So you've recently started doing threesome content.
Oh yes.
How have you found that? Have you found that like it's helped you explore your sexuality a little bit, or tell us about that?
Definitely. So I actually had my first threesome on camera.
Yeah, wow.
I should have probably done that off camera first because it was a bit of a shock to the system showing my partner for the first time on camera and seeing that, it's like, yeah, I was stewing on it for a few weeks afterwards. So that
Mhm.
was really hard.
Yeah.
But then I've done it off camera since and now I'm actually enjoying it. And
Okay.
I've got another collab tomorrow, a threesome collab. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so I love it now.
Yeah.
And it's definitely made me explore my sexuality. I feel like I'm bi-curious now.
yeah.
I'm enjoying doing collabs with girls and yeah.
That's so cool. Love that.
Yeah, I love that.
Do you have any history with toxic friendships or relationships?
I think only to do with OnlyFans that I can think of.
Yeah.
People cutting me off, judging me, gossiping about me. But yeah, just cut these people off and I'm not too worried about them. So
Yeah,
just
that's
get on
really
with my
good.
life. And yeah, it was also hard on my family, obviously. So my dad doesn't know that I do OnlyFans, but my mum does. She finds it really difficult. Yeah, she even said that if her friends and family if her friends in Germany, find out that I do OnlyFans, and she's going to cut me off. So yeah, it's just, that's been really difficult.
That would be really hard. We ask this question to all of our guests.
Yeah.
We want to know what you think is the biggest misconception about sex workers.
That we're all dumb. We have no education.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. And another one is that we can't have a normal relationship. No one wants to settle down with us, and we can't get married or have kids and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. No one's actually said that
no
yet.
one's
Oh,
said that
really?
before,
Yeah.
I
It's
get this all
always-
the time. Oh, you'll never find a man. No one will ever accept what you do. I get this all the time. I'm like, I have a man.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, me too.
I was talking to someone about this the other day, how funny it is that like that is a big misconception. They're all like, you'll be single forever and
Yep.
stuff like that. But like what they don't realize is like so many creators secretly have partners or are married and have kids, and like they just don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the reality is these people only really know like a small percentage of us. They don't know the rest of everyone's story.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
They just wouldn't
I know
like to
so
think
many
that we...
successful OnlyFans couples.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, so many girls have boyfriends that help them. And
In fact, I don't know very many OnlyFans girls who aren't in relationships. I feel like
Same,
I'm like the
same.
only one.
Yeah. They just don't like the fact that we keep secrets from them online. They
Yeah.
think because we post this part of our life online that our relationship would be completely public. I'm like, no, you guys have no idea.
You have to keep bits of your life private. Otherwise, yeah, they just come for you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, the last question, which we also ask everybody, what is the craziest request you've ever received on OnlyFans?
there's a few. I'll start with the balloons. One request I got was farting on a balloon.
Did you do it?
No, I can't just fart on command.
right?
Like, it's just-
Yeah.
Another one was biting into a balloon, so it pops.
Oh, no.
That
That's
would be
weird,
scary.
right? But I got so many requests like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
And then, I mean, that's not weird, but like jerk off instructions with balloons, humiliation with balloons, and then something non-balloon related is like, back in the day when I was still working full-time as a legal assistant, I was asked to do a custom video at my work. So they wanted me to take a dildo to work and then just start playing with myself at my desk and then go to the bathroom and then play with myself there with a dildo and moan and all that stuff.
Oh my God.
That's
That's,
so
so
funny.
risky.
And I did that.
You did that one. Obviously,
so
no
good.
one
Back
caught
in the
you.
day, I didn't really have any boundaries. I was just like, I want to just try everything.
Yeah.
So now I would never do something like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, they like a lot of public content, but it's not really allowed on OnlyFans.
No, yeah.
Back then I got away with stuff like that, but not anymore. So
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what Fansly's for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so you've got Fansly too?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I do Fansly too.
Yeah, Fansly's a good backup. Do you have Fansly?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
slowly getting it going.
Yeah.
Make a little bit on there, just sort of leave it in the background.
That's what I reckon is
Yeah.
the best way to do.
But I don't like customs because I get some custom requests on there and I'm just like, oh, I can't.
Too hard go? Yeah.
Because I spend so much time on OF, I'm like, I don't know.
It's too hard to
Yeah.
do both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit the same.
I don't like how people can follow you without subscribing.
Same, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
But you can like change your content preferences so that they can't see certain things.
Yeah, I have mine so everything's like behind a paywall, the subscription. But when they follow you, they can still message you even though they haven't paid anything. So I'll get all these
Yes,
messages.
I
and
get
I'm
what
like,
you're saying. You
who
can
are you
change that
people?
in your settings, I think.
Maybe I'll have to look into
Yeah,
it.
look into your settings
Yeah.
'cause I think I turned that off for me.
This just reminded me, you
Yeah.
know how I told you ages ago I had that custom request to strip to the song Good For You
Yes,
by
I
Selena
have
Gomez.
never forgotten.
I have another one.
For the
The
same
same
guy?
song. Different
Same
guy,
song?
same song.
That's so weird.
Yep. I don't know if he listened to the podcast and heard me talk about
was
it
like-
and he's listened to this Selena Gomez song, but I'm like, there's no way that
That's
two guys
so-
want this song.
Can you ask him? Be like, just curious. Have you listened to our podcast?
Yeah, I feel like he would have.
Yeah.
He's actually from Melbourne, the sub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he has then.
He would.
Otherwise, that's too much of a
It's
coincidence.
too much of a coincidence.
Yeah.
So
That's
funny.
a good custom. You get good custom requests. Mine are too complicated. They're like really long, and I'm just like, oh, I can't.
He's the sub. He likes me talking about him, so he probably does listen to the podcast. He wants me to just sit and eat with him for 10 minutes. So
I
like
would
make myself
love
a
that.
meal and record myself eat and just chat to him about my day.
Why don't I get them? I want to be paid to eat.
Didn't you have that one time with eating chips or something? That
No.
sounds-
Oh,
Oh.
I did one squashing potato chips with my
Standing
shoes.
on
Oh,
chips.
that's cool.
Yeah, that was easy. That was
That-
good.
I love those kind of fetishes. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, keep them coming. You guys
Yeah.
are creative.
It's just easy money. Yeah.
Well, that's all of our questions. Thank you so much for coming on to chat to us.
Thanks for having me.
It's okay.
Did you want to share your socials with our listeners so that you can get a bit of a follow?
Sure. Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah, my Instagram is Dasha Daley _ So, and what else?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Twitter,
Twitter,
OnlyFans.
Dasha Blondie, all in one word. TikTok is It's Not Dasha. And yeah, OnlyFans, Dasha _Daley.
They can follow all the links.
Yes, all the links.
Okay, to finish off the episode, let's do a Do You Remember? Do you have one?
I do, and I'm really excited because I bloody loved this show back in the day.
Oh, what?
Ready, Steady, Cook.
Oh, yeah. I
How
remember.
good was that?
I used to stay at my nan's whenever I was home sick
Yes.
for the day. And that's what was on
Same.
TV.
And like you would wait for that because like Judge Judy would be on beforehand and you'd
Yeah.
have all the shit daytime television and then Ready, Steady, Cook would come on. You'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
don't we even like it? We probably couldn't
I
even
don't know.
cook.
I don't know.
was
I
like
actually don't
10
know.
years old.
But weren't the contestants also kids? Or was
No.
it? They weren't.
No, yeah, it was adult.
In my head, there were kids. That's so funny.
And it was like a red side and a green side.
Yeah. Why did we like that? It wasn't even a kids show.
I know.
But it was really interesting.
It's colourful.
it was
It's fun.
Yeah, it's
Colourful.
the colours and like the speed and, fast pace.
Yes.
Draws us in.
Yeah, yeah.
I do
I
remember.
think it was an amateur with the chef.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
was
think
it?
I think
Yeah.
so. We'll have to look that up because I can't remember.
We should just watch a couple of
We
episodes.
really should. Do they still do it? Probably not.
I don't know.
It was a
looking at
good
it
show. They
now.
should get it back on air.
It's one of those shows where it wouldn't have like an end date. Like it would always be.
Yeah, because like
you could always keep creating it.
I agree. It's kind of like I always use the Real Housewives as an example of that because as long as you switch up the characters, there's always going to be something interesting
Yeah.
happening. You know,
Yeah.
it's like Ready, Steady, Cook, same thing. What's yours?
Do you remember when we were kids and you had to SMS vote for people on TV?
Yes, yes.
but we didn't have phones. So
I-
I used to have
I-
to call my parents'
yeah,
phone and
but
text.
it didn't it cost money?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like 55 cents a text and you'd go and vote on Big Brother and mum would be
Yeah.
like, who's been doing this on my phone? So I'm like, oh, I'll just vote for this person 10 times. And it was like
$5. Shit. But I was thinking the other day, I swear I saw somewhere that like I'm a Celebrity still does that. No, I'm a Celebrity. Yeah, I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here.
Is it still texts?
I thought it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
But it doesn't, obviously no one gets
No one gets
like, no one's
charged.
charged anymore.
But it's still weird. I'm like, this is so ancient. There has to be like a better way to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they just do it like on Instagram now, an Instagram story and you vote? Like,
Yeah. I mean, guess some
poll,
people
it's
don't have
free.
Instagram, so
I
maybe.
think people do it on Twitter still. That
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, I saw a phone number and they were like, text to save Britney or whatever. And I was like, that's so random.
That's so funny.
That's giving like 2004 vibes.
Yeah. So cool though.
Yeah.
You thought you were like fully determining the fate of this person. in your
100%.
55-cent text.
It's so funny. And it was so important to you at the time
I
as
know.
well.
I know.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Double Dose.
Make sure you follow us on socials. Our Instagram and TikTok are doubledose.thepodcast.
And we'll see you next week.
Double dose.